said on Vlad TV recently that Dre left Death Row because Suge slept with Michel'le. Do you believe that? And what are your thoughts on that?
He had to sleep with her.
That's from Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, no. I think they mean, do you believe
at some point in time because they got a baby together?
Do you believe Dre left Death Row because of that?
Knowing Dre like I do, I would say it's very possible. I can't say for sure. We never talked about it, but he didn't like that kind of stuff. He could have a bunch of girls. He didn't want you to have none of his. Okay, and if I think I saw an interview one time where I think it was Daz even alluded to the same thing, that Michel'le fucked up Death Row. There's an interview with Daz talking about the same thing. You're talking about the same situation. Because when Suge went to jail, allegedly he left Michel'le in charge of Death Row, and I think Dre left, and then Michel'le became the first lady, and that wasn't nobody liked that transition.
Yeah, shout out to Michel'le, very talented woman, but I don't feel like I could hang around her more than 2 minutes with that voice. I don't know how people do. When it pops up on my screen or something, it's like the on the chalkboard, man. But beautiful voice, Jesus Christ. Kenny Kirk asked Lonzo, did he know of when Suge held Larry Troutman, Roger's brother, up in the air by his neck for asking for money for tracks before they was finished? And do you think that divided Roger and Larry? You know anything about that?
Larry would be Zap.
Because you have Zap. Lonzo has a Zap interview. Type in Lonzo Williams Zap, and he has a whole Zap interview from last year.
Knowing them cats like I do, them cats are from Ohio. If it might have been Lester. No, it might have been Lester. Larry is actually Zap. That's the one that does the keyboard. Lester is the drummer. He was right next to Roger. I don't remember that situation, but I don't know about that one, man. Because this is like knowing them cats like I do, they ain't no joke. They're like the Isley brothers.
Oh, they okay. You mess with one, you mess with them all.
Huh? You mess with them all, you got to ask with them. Okay, I don't see that, but it's possible. Anything is possible.
Okay. Pep 2, Step 8. Maybe I'm not saying that right. I don't know. What pro athletes did you grow up around, Lonzo?
Man, all the guys I grew up around, nobody would know their names now. Shit. Daryl Jackson lived around the corner from me, played for the St. Louis Cardinals. My boy Big Haley, he played football for someplace else. Michael Ball played for the Texas Rangers. I mean, my other boy Marvin Garrison, he played for Texas. I mean, the guys who I grew up around back then, you got to understand, folks. I'm in my 60s, so all my boys been retired. They've been retired. Shit, Nesby Glasgow, Antoine Richardson, all these guys play football at Washington. So I played Pop Warner with a bunch of cats and went to the pros, but they've been retired for 30 years. The names I know, they don't carry no weight. But this generation, we loved them back in the day, but they way out of the equation now. They going for Hall of Fame status now.
Okay. This is a good one. Bones Daily, did Yella, and we've talked about this before, but give it to him, Lonzo. Did Yella ever fuck Lonzo's girls like the Compton movie? You get her. That's probably the most asked question you probably get, right?
That is one of the most asked questions I get, man. Now you got to understand, we was all a bunch of players and hoes. Okay? Cats would always test somebody, and if he did, I never found out about it. But and most of the time, look at me and look at Yella. Most girls have a type. Okay, if you messing with tall brown skinned cats, you probably ain't gonna be attracted to the short yellow guys, and vice versa. Okay, we have a lot of mutual friends, but everybody tested. Most of the girls we dealt with were pretty cool chicks. We didn't have a lot of hoes around us. Most of the girls we had was pretty cool chicks, and we didn't. If they liked somebody, they was trying to lock a brother down, so they wasn't trying to cross up too much.
Okay. Easy Steve says, do you know what the tattoo was on Eazy E's hand? I didn't even know Eazy had a tattoo.
I don't know about the tattoo. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the first I've ever heard. A couple questions from the past couple of weeks. Dodo Smoke and D-Cause asked this. I know we've talked about this gentleman in the past, but they asked, D-Cause says, have you ever worked with DJ Quick? And Dodo Smoke asks, have Lonzo ever worked with DJ Quick and Penthouse Players Clique? Shout out Tweet Cadillac, baby.
Never worked with him per se, know them all, but again, that's a different generation of hip hop for me. I mean, they came up behind me. I got pictures with Quick. I know Player Ham. I attempted to interview the other brother, but his internet wasn't working right, and I tried to have him on the show. Tweet Cadillac, Tweet Cadillac.
Yeah, Tweet Cadillac, baby. Yeah,
and it didn't work out that well. The technology wasn't working on his end. But I know all of them, but I never worked with them on the musical level. Nah.
Okay. All right. Shout out Teddy Styles, Long Beach. Lonzo, can you speak on producer Africa Islam? He slept on as an architect of West Coast gangster rap production.
Africa Islam worked with Ice-T, and I believe he worked with Cube as well. And yeah, he did do a lot of stuff, but none of the stuff really hit. You know, it was all gangster rap, as you say, but it didn't hit the way the Toddy T and the Mixmaster Spade stuff did. It was a different flavor than what we were used to. So I think that might have been one of the reasons why it was more. He had more of an up-tempo rap. I mean, up-tempo musical style that still kind of fell into. I think he produce Ice-T's.
He did Ice-T for sure. Yeah, Ice-T shot him out all the time.
Something like that.
Yep. Yeah.
I think he might have.
He was in Breaking.
Don't hold me to that, but I think he might have produced Ice-T's Coldest Rap, which wasn't a big hit. It was an all right record, but you know, back then, you know, Cass was making records that was going platinum in the hood or aluminum in the hood. Nobody else, you know, they didn't make wasn't a lot of airplay for records back then.
Brian asked, Lonzo, didn't you go to Morningside with Bryant Scott? You didn't go to Morningside, did you? He went to. He went to Centennial. Yeah, wrong. Yeah. Yeah, wrong person. Lonzo. Shit, man. Let's maybe get one more question and then we'll wrap it up and talk about what you have coming up on Thursday. Hey, Lonzo, did you ever work with or meet Miami electro funk producer Pretty Tony Butler?
We met in passing on tour, man. Pretty Tony, I think he did a couple of different songs. Did he work with the girls, the Chic or something like that? I'm not sure. We ain't tight, that's for sure. You know, when you're on the road, when you're going on tours, you meet a lot of people on the road. Hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. You may have breakfast with them, and everybody pretty much stay clicked up unless you're on a long-term tour and you really got a chance to see somebody. A lot of times we would meet people until it came time to do the in-store, and then they go to their hotel, like we go to ours. So you meet people, and you know, you like us in the Fourth MDs, a little bit different. We got a chance to hang out for a while. So they came by the studio, the pad, everything. So on the road, it ain't the same. You know, everybody pretty much traveling in different ways, different planes, and y'all get there at the same different times or whatever. But y'all get together right before the event, and after that, folks be tired of trying to get laid. 1 to 2.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What's coming up on Thursday?
I'm doing one of my local ladies, Mama Boo. She's coming back on the show.
Yeah, I talked to her today. Shout out to her. Thanks for making that connection too.
Man, that young lady has changed her life so much, dude. I'm proud of her, dude. That's why I'm bringing back on the show on this channel, because her story is so interesting. I think women and men need to hear her story. She was with it for a long time and found something that was a little bit more important to her than being out in the streets. I got to show her some love. Her baby daddy is my partner. I've been knowing the kids forever, but I didn't know her. I mean, that was my boy's girl. I knew her. Hey, what's up, baby? And kept it pushing. Then I started seeing her on YouTube, and I started seeing her on different shows. And I was like, what? Then I started following her on Facebook. And okay, she's doing good things in the hood. Anybody doing anything good in the hood, I got to roll with her, folks. That's how I am.
Yeah, that's going to be dope.
I got a question. Somebody got, what part of Louisiana your family from?
Yeah.
My mom is from Minden, Louisiana. Okay. My dad's from Biloxi, Mississippi. So if you got some Baileys down there in Minden, or some Baileys or Reeds, y'all might be talking to my folks. Okay, we all Baileys down there in Minden. We Peters in Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi. We Peters down there. Okay, we Reeds and Baileys in Mississippi.
You know, we could probably squeeze another question in. Easy Steve says, did you know producer DJ Bobcat? Have we talked about Bobcat before?
I know Bobcat. Bobcat was from Compton. Was he from Compton? I think he was working with. I
used to always get Battlecat and Bobcat confused.
Huh?
I used to get Battlecat and Bobcat confused when I was coming up.
I never forget Bobcat and Battlecat, because I remember when Bobcat, he was working with LL Cool J, and he made that that song, and he was at the piano crying. Boy, he'll never let that shit down. He was at the piano crying his ass off. I forgot the song, but he was crying his ass off. And boy, that was worse than anything we could have ever did. Okay. So yeah, Bobcat was one of the first cats, along with Muffler, and I forgot my other band's name, to go out to New York and start doing some things with the fellas out of New York. Much love to Bobcat. I don't see him around though. I mean, I saw him a few years ago at the event, but he's one of them cats. I don't see him on Facebook. I don't see him on YouTube. I don't. He's another cat that, you know, kind of do his own thing and keep it pushing. Yeah.
You know, we can probably get another one in there. Lonzo did. Let's see. Neris Black, did Alonzo have any groups after World Class?
Did I have any groups after World Class? I worked with a lot of people, but I had B-Boy Rage. I had a cat named Breastfed. I did the Compton compilation, which I had CMW for a little while, for a minute. I did compilation albums most of the time, because at that time I was getting so many artists, I couldn't focus on one cat, because music was changing so fast, man. You know, we were right there on the edge of beginning of gangster and the ending of dance music. So it's like, do I stay where I go? Do I stay where what I know, or go to something else? And I started doing the compilation albums, which gave me some of everything. And then the game just kind of fell apart, man.
Yeah, man.
Game just kind of fell apart. So it is what it is.
52 people in the building. Before we go, I want to ask you one last time, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, please hit that like button. Really helps out the algorithm. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell right next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time we go live. Every Tuesday right here at 6 o'clock. Every Thursday, Lonzo is interviewing somebody at 6 o'clock as well. And we also have clips, you know, running through the week here. Lonzo, I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys dig deep, Lonzo's channel has the dopest content right now. I'm telling you that the interviews that he's pulling, you guys need to really, he's on some Vlad TV shit, and we're definitely going to take it to the next level. We appreciate each and every one of you. What you got else to say, Lonzo?
TV, check out my intro for my TV show. I'm going to drop that on y'all right quick. I'm going to give y'all a world premiere right quick.
Yeah.
Oh, no, go back.
Wrong one.
West Coast, you know we the best go. Up next to blow, hit the show with no one but Lonzo. From Dre to Ice Cube, and the next could be you. Set platforms to fly ever since 1985. From the concerts in Park, Eves after dark. Skateland and doodles, drip curls and bling clothes. Bring it back, Cabbage Patch, wreck the world with class. This your release party with Lonzo the man. Doc, release party, release the party. Release party, we got to party. Release party, release the party. Release party, no one can stop me. Release party, release the party. Release party, we got the party. Release party, release the party.
Nice.
That's for my new show coming up on the Roku channel on the Homegrown Media Network. If you have not downloaded the app yet, please download the app. You'll see some of the shows from this channel right here. I got the best of Lonzo and Dusty on there. I got the best of N.W.A stories with Lonzo, and I got some of my old school public access shows that, man, come on, it's amazing I did this show in 2000. No, I started doing this show in 1992, right after the riot. I did it up to 2008.
Damn.
And some of the stories that we had back then are still relevant today. Go on this channel, you're going to see senators, you're going to see a state senator who was a city councilman at that time. You're going to see somebody running for sheriff who's been a friend of mine for over 15 years. He's running for sheriff right now. He's from Rambo. You'll see, I think I got Al B. Sure on there. And yeah, BJ, I remember the Al B. Sure remark too. I'm going to talk about that right there. Anyway, Michael Henderson, Hope Flood. It's a step back in history from before YouTube, before Facebook, before social media. I was doing the same type of thing on public access in Compton. The show was called Issues in the Hood, so I got the best of Issues in the Hood on the channel right now. A couple of movies I did. So download the channel. But the release party, just so y'all know what it is, it's going to be a mix of Soul Train and the Arsenio Hall show. I'm going to have artists perform, play videos. I'm going to interview them and give them a chance to develop a fan base. And hopefully y'all will follow me over there. It'll be on the Roku channel. It's only on Roku right now. Go to Add Channel, type in Homegrown Media Network, folks, and that's how you'll find my new channel. So, yes, and Dusty's coming with me, too. So, yeah.
I love that shit, man. I love that shit.
We're making it happen.
We're moving forward, man. That's all that matters, man. It's definitely a pleasure every Tuesday, man, soaking in some of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it out there. Any last words, Lonzo?
From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks. You're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip-hop. From Eve After Dark to concerts in the park. This is how we do it, y'all. Peace. We out of here.